And I'm going to ask you to push past your limits this week. Last week, I asked a lot of you to push past your limits, and some of you chose to. If you pushed past your limits last week, I want to know how you pushed past your limits last week. I want to know in the chat. I want to know in backstage. I want to know how you pushed past your limits last week. I pushed past my limits last week. My kids pushed past their limits last week. My son, my 12-year-old son, my 11-year-old daughter, and my 17-year-old nephew were out there, and they did stuff that they never thought was possible. Not only did they hike every day, not only did we do 10 to 15 miles of total activity a day, 10 to 15 miles of total activity a day. My son and daughter said, Dad, I had no idea that I could stay at the front. Like my son and my nephew stayed at the front with the fastest hike guide the entire time. And they pushed the envelope. There are men and women who hiked that pushed the envelope. There are men and women who inspired us because they have some type of health challenge going on. But when at the end of the week, we see them on the video with like some types of poles to help support them, you're getting goosebumps and clapping your hands during the video because you see this man pushing back his limits, going past what he's capable of doing. The only person that's allowing those limits to be had is you and me.